Training and the systems that support it are almost always optimized for activity. As if more training must be better? That isn't true. Training doesn't bring money in the door. It takes your people off the floor. We cross our fingers and hope that they come back better enough at what they do to justify the outage and the associated expense. We can't go without. After all, training is needed. Well, some training is legally required. Absolutely. And this must be undeniably accurate in content and delivery and reporting for liability reasons. But most of your training isn't mandated by law, now is it? So what is that training for? Well, it's for rapidly and effectively turning your new employees into valuable contributors within your organization. It's for helping great talent that you'd hate to lose flourish in a new role. And it's for identifying and addressing behaviors that hurt the bottom line and that injure your company culture. And it's for helping your whole workforce learn to pivot, innovating and adapting to changes faster and better than your competition. When you think about it, great training is the key to building a great company. And when times are tough, it is your edge. As the pace of change increases, the speed your people learn becomes the best weapon you've got in the war of the marketplace. But great training isn't so easy to find. And even great training, haphazardly dispensed through a headache of a system, will frustrate your learning team, annoy all your people, waste your time, and send your top performers out to dust off their resumes. The solution is to optimize learning not for activity, but for performance, individualized on-the-job output. Taking thousands of people away from their work to tell them something that they already know because a few of their lower-performing coworkers can't follow directions makes no one, outside of your learning team, very happy. Activity has increased, yes, but performance has not. And even on the off chance the performance did improve, ask for the numbers, the reporting trail to prove that, and you'll just get more activity-based metrics. I'm Sam Rogers of Synapse, and for over a dozen years, we've helped organizations like yours make, manage, and measure their training and performance better. We've created training for Deloitte, produced the first YouTube-certified online training for Google, migrated LMSs and CMSs for ADP, AAA, Robert Half. We facilitate online and in-person workshops all over the world. We design and implement learning and performance ecosystems. We know how to talk tech with IT, workflow with ops, metrics with marketing, risks with finance, with legal, and strategy with you. Yeah, we can roll up our sleeves and work in the trenches, but you don't need that as much as you need a system designed for optimum performance. You need something that will hold up under the rigors of real-world use, something customized to your unique needs, something that allows you to speed up and keep up with the constantly changing conditions around you. And you've got enough to worry about already, am I right? Let Synapse support you and your company by working with what you've already got to bring about a robust end-to-end performance management workflow. One where the right people get the right support at the right time, where every learning intervention is measured and managed appropriately, not expensively, where all the complex parts are made simple and the boring stuff becomes way more fun. Your culture is worth it. Your company needs it. And your competition is probably already doing it. You can't afford to avoid this conversation because you can't afford more needless activity that just saps everyone's energy and the company's output. If you want your organization to truly perform, you'll need to redesign it for that. I know my company can help. Let me know if you agree. Then together we can optimize to grow your people, to grow your company, and to grow your profits. Thank you.